Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a really fun day. I am doing my very first favorites video on my channel. So I'm going to be doing my January favorites of 2016, which is crazy. Every year I feel like the years as I get older, they just go faster and faster. But I do have some really fun favorites to get into this video with you. So I have a couple things of pretty much every part of the makeup regime, you know, to share with you guys. Some drugstore, some high-end. It'll be really fun. So I'm going to go ahead and start with, we might as well go in order of the face. So let's start with primers. I'm going to do the eye primer too, just because, I don't know, I feel like they all kind of go together. So my two first makeup primers I want to talk about is going to be the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is the light oil-free primer. And then I have the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is the mattifying version. So it's like the gray tube. I like both of these. I have very oily skin, so I need stuff that's going to mattify or that is silicone-free and oil-free. Silicone just does not sit well on my skin. It just kind of tends to like bead up and pull right off. I don't like it. So I do like the Photo Finish, the white tube. It's very light and it absorbs into my skin very well and helps to keep me matte throughout the entire day. I get really good wear out of this primer, but once this guy came to the scene, I am obsessed. This one is awesome. It lasts forever. It is so mattifying. Like, there is not a chance in HE double hockey sticks that I'm going to get shiny with this at all throughout the entire day. Another one that I've really been into that's like newer on the market. I mean, it came in over summer. I wasn't really sure about it. The whole idea of primer water was kind of, I don't know, it sounded like a gimmick to me, but I actually really like it. So mine is actually empty, but it's the Smashbox Photo Finish Priming Water. This stuff is great. I was pleasantly surprised. So it's one of those things, you know, you can't really judge a book by its cover. You really have to try it out for yourself. Personally, I like to use it in combination with either of these, and I just think it's heaven. If you have oily skin, this is heaven. It's phenomenal. So then just a traditional eye primer that I like to use is the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. This is an oldie but a goodie. It's really the only eye primer that I use besides concealer. So if I do my face first, usually I'll just use my concealer to prime my eyes. But this guy, he's awesome. I like it because there's not a lot of color to it. It really just helps to neutralize your eyelid. So if you have veins, if you have redness, if you have a little bit of blue hue to your lid, it really helps to neutralize everything. So that way you have a strong, clean base to start your eyeshadow with, which is great. You know, it's pretty important. So next I'm going to move into is foundation, and I do have just three. I love foundations. I love a lot of foundations, but this month I've really been gravitating towards these particular three, so that's what I want to talk about. So first I want to talk about the Maybeline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. This is for normal to oily skin, and I am in the shade 125 Nude Beige. Beige Chair? I don't know, that's a long name, but it's this tube. So this stuff is really great. It's a phenomenal drugstore foundation. It wears really well on my skin, and I can wear it for a long period of time, and it looks like skin. Like, I don't have any other foundation that wears just like this. I mean, it's so light, but it just like airbrushes your face. And like, it's almost, I like to apply it with a beauty blender, and pretty much as soon as you buff it into the skin, like, you can't even feel it on your skin. It's great. It's super cool. If you want a really good foundation from the drugstore, this, and then obviously the L'Oreal True Match, but that one is a little bit more dewy. Whether you're oily or you're doing the True Match Lumi, they're both on a little bit of the more dewy side. But this, if you're looking for a good matte drugstore foundation, he'll be your friend. The next one I want to talk about is newer to the scene. I think it came out in October, I think. I'm not 100% sure. It's the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I am in the shade Light Beige. This stuff is really cool. I have applied it in a couple different ways. I've used it with a beauty blender, and I've used it with, let's see if I have it. Sorry, it's dirty. The Morphe M439 brush. So it's just like a really flat, fluffy kabuki brush. And it's great either way. I would say it's a medium to full coverage. You can really build up your coverage with this foundation. But it's really, really nice. It does last a very long time. The only problem I have with it is around my nose. It kind of breaks up a little bit, and I don't like that. It could just be because it is the winter time. Sorry. It could just be because it's the winter time and I'm a little bit drier right now, so I'm having a lot of irritation problems right around my nose area, so that could be part of the problem too. But all in all, good foundation. Been using them a lot. And then another one that I've had like forever and a day, and it's kind of my go-to all the time whenever I'm in doubt and need something to kind of refresh my life a little bit. I go back to the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. Now, it does say full coverage, but if you use a little bit less and you blend it out with a flat kabuki brush like the M439 or the Sigma F80, anything of that style, you can shear this out a little bit. But like I said, it is meant for more full coverage. So if you guys are out there who are looking for a really nice full coverage foundation, this would be your guy. He's pretty affordable for a high-end makeup. I think he was like $32. I mean, yes, that's a lot of money for foundation, but if I'm not mistaken, it was right around that amount of money. Which, I mean, if you're in like Sephora and you're looking for a high-end foundation, like, you're really not going to get anything for under $30. So I think if you can be in that range, I think that's fairly affordable for the product that you're getting. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on to concealers. I only have two. Unfortunately, they both are, well, the first one I want to talk about is the Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. It's from the same line as the foundations. This concealer is really great. It reminds me a lot of, which I have out here too, the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. They are very similar. I mean, look at the packaging, first of all. Excuse me. That's like the same thing. But the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer is thicker. This one is more thinner and more of like the consistency of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation, or Naked Skin Concealer, sorry. So it's a lot thinner, but it does have the doe foot applicator, which I think is really important. Because I don't ever like to apply my makeup with my hands. Like, it's very rare. The only time I'll do it is if I'm using a beauty blender and I will dot foundation on my face. Other than that, I don't know, there's something about makeup on my hands. I don't like the feel. It's not very fun. So I really appreciate when they put in an applicator like this. But this is really great. I'm wearing it today, and it's got the color range is not huge. Their color selection is kind of limited, but I feel like you really can find your shade, or you can get two and kind of make your own. But because they are from the drugstore, they are like super affordable. So then I'm going to talk about the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I went into it a little bit. I am in the shade Medium Custard. And for those of you wondering, I'm in the, oh, excuse me. For those of you wondering, I am in the shade Fair Claire in the Maybelline Fit Me. Come on. So, the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, I'm in the shade Medium 1 Custard. I love this stuff. It's a lot thicker, and so it's a very full coverage underneath the eye. But for me and my hereditary genes, I have very strong and persistent blue under eye circles. So I like something like this because it really makes them just go far, far away. And I like it, I bought it in a lighter shade because I also like to highlight under my eyes. Just because my eyes are a little more sunken in, I feel like it just brings them out a little bit and takes them out of the eye socket a little bit. So that is why I like this guy. So next I have, this is like holy grail. Everybody should own this. It's great. It lasts forever because you don't need like more than a drop. But it is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I am in the shade NW20. So it's this guy. Clearly I need another one. I'm finally almost out. But he's awesome. I mean, I prefer to apply it with a brush like this. Sorry, I really need to clean my brushes. But a brush like that, so it's just like a flat concealer brush. And it is a pump, which is nice. So it's not like you have to go in and like dig out the product. It is a pump style. But it's really nice. It wears really well. It's not super thick, but it's not super thin either. The only issue I have is sometimes if I don't blend it in enough, I will get creased under the eye. And that's something I really struggle with just with concealers and under my eyes in general. I crease really bad. So that kind of leads me into my next products that I want to talk about. And that is, they're both from Mercier. Sorry, I don't have a drugstore version. I just haven't found any that work. And if any of you guys have suggestions of things that I could try, please leave them down in the comment section below. I'm always looking out for like cheaper, nicer versions of high-end products that I can use as well, just to kind of throw into my collection. But these are both from Mercier. It's the Secret Brightening Powder and then the Translucent Setting Powder. So I have the mini ones just because they're not as pricey as the big tube, and I mean, it's a lot of product in these little guys that you get in the checkout counter at Sephora. If you guys have never shopped in there, that checkout counter is awesome. Like, I find all kinds of really, really good stuff in like little trial size. I'm just a huge fan of trying something first and then going in and seeing if I like it and then purchasing the big one. Same thing with the primer water. I got the little one. If I don't like it, okay, I spent like 12 bucks, like throw it in the garbage, no problem. I don't want to spend $32 on a product. I'm just not good at returning things. I don't go to the mall very often, so I'm not good at returning stuff, and I feel like stuff just like sits here, and then I'm mad because I wasted a bunch of money. So that's like my kind of shopping trip or tip, is to get the little trial sizes, or you can ask them for a sample. They're really good about getting you samples too. So moving on, let's go into highlighting and concealing. Oh, real quick, I do like this because it brightens a little bit underneath the eye, and then I put it through the center of the face as well. So it really just kind of brings your skin to life and just has that really nice brightening effect. The translucent one is just great to set with because it's literally translucent. You cannot see it at all on your face, and I love to use it to bake with. I have kind of been into that trend lately, so I've been doing that too. Next is, I was so excited when I bought this because this was a longly contemplated purchase. I buy all my own makeup. Nothing is sent to me. I buy everything on my own, and money is I'm just very picky with how I spend my money. You know, I work really hard for it, and so I'm very picky with the way I spend it. So this was a really long contemplated purchase, but now that I have it, I'm so happy I bought it. I have been having my eye on the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Again, leave me comments below. Tell me your opinions, pros and cons of the palette. I've been doing a lot of research on it. Everyone really seems to love it. The only thing I don't like is that you cannot replace the pans. Like in this one, all of these pop out and you can buy a new one. So I think that's a really cool concept. With that one, like if you hit pan on a color that you really like, you have to buy a whole new palette. And I don't really like that, so we'll see. We'll think about it. But my favorite shades are going to be the top middle one, which is the banana powder, this guy. Then I like this one, which I think is Havana. I don't know. I'm not going to pull it out right now. But the middle shade, I like that for contour. And then I like this guy over here on the far left. I like him to bronze because he's like that perfect warm shade. The one on this side is just a little too red for me, so it would make me a little muddy looking. So I like this guy a little bit more. Next, I'm going to talk about a palette I've been reaching for a lot this month. Everybody and their mama got this palette as soon as it came out, and it's my first ever Lorac palette, and I am like so impressed. I mean, you can see this thing has been beat like we put him to the test. But I mean, there's everything in here. Warm shades, cool shades, dark shades, pink shades, shimmer shades, really fun colors. Like you've got that blue, which I haven't used yet. I'm trying to come up with some sort of fun look to use that color with. But, and I mean, look at this freaking mirror. Excuse me? Excuse me. That mirror is great. So yeah, so that, if you're looking for a really nice palette to kind of splurge the money on, I think it was $62, but if you break it down, there's like 36 colors in here, so if you break that down, that's like $2 a shadow. Ma'am? Ma'am. That's cheap. Next I want to get into is blush. I have 3 blushes, and I have 2 blushes from MAC, Burnt Pepper and then Breezy. So this is Breezy, and then this is Burnt Pepper. Oh my god, you guys. Let me just swatch them for you. So this is Burnt Pepper. Come on. Like, look how pretty that is. It's such a warm, like, orangey, bronze, like, peach color. I don't know. It's got a little hint of everything in there, but it just looks so good on the skin. Like if you're doing like a really light eye, but you want to throw on some like serious blush, this blush is great. And I'm not kidding when I tell you, like, it is freaking pigmented. Like I will take my brush and just be like, boop, and like that's enough. Like 2 little of those and like tap it all off because I'm still afraid that I have too much. And then I will like tap it onto my cheek and still blend it out with a dual fiber brush. It's a really good, I mean, MAC blushes are, I don't know, these are like the first 2 that I bought from them, and I have to say, I'm very impressed. So then I will show you Breezy as well. Breezy is more of like a mineralized, so it's got a little sheen to it, and it is a softer color, but it's still like very pretty. So that was Burnt Pepper. That is Breezy. So you can see it's a little bit lighter, but it does have like a sheen to it. So this would be even great in the summertime as well. Those are just really great shades. Love them. And the last blush that I want to talk about is Prism by Tarte. And I got this out of a little holiday pack. I'm really into those holiday packs because you literally get the best bang for your buck. Like I got like 6 eyeshadows, I think, for like, or 6 blushes, excuse me, for like $36. Come on. That's pretty great. And if I could like maybe open this. Okay, thanks. So this color, I'm literally hitting pan on at this point, but this color is literally like a great everyday blush because it is just so neutral. Like you can wear it with literally anything. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on my hand, but it is so pretty. It's just like a very soft, it's that color. So it's just a very soft pink. It's almost got like a maroon or a mauve undertone to it. But it's very pretty, and it wears very nicely on the skin, and it looks really good with like your bronzers and your highlight. Everything like mushes together and just makes a wonderful makeup baby. It's beautiful. Okay, so next I want to move into highlight. I only have one right now. There's a few that I'm testing out. I've been testing out, but I don't know if they're necessarily favorites yet, so maybe you'll see them in like another monthly favorites. But it is the ever so loved Becca Champagne Pop, and mine is a little cracked, so I'm a little afraid to hold them up right now. But everybody and their brother knows about this highlight. I mean, Jaclyn Hill, you killed it. Like, you sent it way out of the game. Like, this highlight is awesome. I mean, it just works good on so many different skin tones. It's beautiful. You can use it as I like to use it on inner corner highlight, a brow highlight. I've used it on my chest, like in the summertime. I used it all on my collarbones and everything, like when I was out at the beach or out on a boat. It was awesome. Like, it's just a beautiful highlight, and virtually anyone can wear it. So next I want to talk about some lashes. I just got these a couple months ago, and I got them in the mail after I ordered them, and I was like, I don't know, maybe they're a little too dramatic for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love a good dramatic lash, but from day to day, like, I'm not going to wear that. Like, I have, let's see if I can pull them out. I have the House of Lashes Iconic and Noir Fairy. So they are just like extremely dramatic. Like, these lashes are like showstoppers. They're beautiful. I love them. But every day, like, I'm not gonna wear those. So I bought these thinking they'd be kind of fun. Normally I'm like I'm wearing today, the Demi Wispy from Ardell. Those are my holy grail all the time, every day type of lash. But I love these. These are the Smoky Muse from House of Lashes. House of Lashes. These lashes are beautiful. They are so full and fluffy, and they have long wispies to them, but they're really thick and they are full, and they're just absolutely stunning. Like, if you want a good lash that looks really fluffy and just so feminine and girly, you need to go try these. Like, these are awesome. I bought like 7 pairs because I cannot stop. Like, I just cannot stop wearing them. So yes, Smoky Muse. Go get yourself a pair. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about some lip products. I have one lip liner because I've been wearing it like a bunch of different ways, and that is the MAC's Dervish Lip Liner. So it's just a pinky nude. We'll just do a little swatchy swatch. Pinky nude. Really, really pretty. What's really cool and I love about lip liners is I feel like you can pair them with whatever you want, because lip liner will manipulate your lipstick in whatever way you want to. So this you can wear with like a hot pink. It's going to pull the pink undertones out. You can wear it with a mauve. It's going to make the lip liner a little bit more mauve colored. I mean, you could brown. You can wear it with brown. You can wear it with everything. This lip liner is like great. Like, if you need a good staple lip liner, Dervish is the one for you. Try it. It's really, really good. And then I have one liquid lipstick that I love. I'm a huge fan of the NYX liquid lipsticks, the soft matte creams, if I'm not mistaken is what they're called. They're not in my reach right now, but I'm pretty sure that's what they are. I have them in virtually every color. They are really great. They are so long wearing, and they don't like chap on my lips, which is really nice. Like, I have a bunch from ColourPop, which I love them. ColourPop is great, and for the price, like, you cannot beat it. A couple of them chap on me, and they kind of like flake off on my lips, and that's just not pretty. But the one I want to talk about today is Lolita from Kat Von D. This is the only liquid lipstick that I have from Kat Von D, and it makes me want to go buy them all. I mean, it is not drying. It is so creamy. My lips don't dry out, and it doesn't flake either, and I don't get the little ring on the inside of my lip. Like, the Too Faced melted liquid lipsticks, I love them, but they give me that ring on the inside, and that is just not a cute look for anybody. It's not. You might think it is, but it's not. So that is just a swatch right there of the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Lolita. Beautiful. And you can see, like, right next to each other, like, that's Dervish and then that's the liquid lipstick. Like, those would be great together. Like, you throw that on underneath, you're just going to pop your lips out and they're going to be absolutely stunning. Okay, so then the next couple things I wanted to talk about, I have 4 different lipsticks. I am someone that feels like I like to buy practical makeup. So I buy a lot of like neutral shades of lipsticks and lip glosses and lip liners. Don't get me wrong, like, I love really fun bright colors too, but I like to be practical. They are a lot of money. So I like things that I feel like I can wear with multiple looks, multiple outfits, multiple seasons of the year. If it's like multi-use, like, that is the color for me. So the first ones I want to talk about are both from MAC. The first one is Creamcup. If you don't have Creamcup, you need to go get it, because it is such a beautiful shade. Like, so pretty. And it's, I mean, everyone can wear it, and it's so neutral. Like, it's just one of those colors that goes with everything. So it's a staple for, like, in your purse. You can keep it in your purse, and you can use it for touch-ups and everything. It's always a good lipstick. It's a good choice. You need to go get it. But that's what it looks like. So it's just a very pretty soft baby pink, and it is a satin, if I'm not mistaken. Cream sheen. So it does have a little bit of a shine to it, which is nice. So it's not 100% matte, but it's not like the it's not like super glossy where it's like almost a see-through color. You know what I'm saying? Like there are those that they are almost so shiny and so creamy that you don't get a lot of color payoff. So the next one I want to talk about is newer to my collection. It was from their holiday collection. So it's pretty recent, but I cannot put it down. It's very similar to Creamcup, but I feel like it's a little bit darker and it stands out a little bit more. But it's another like beautiful staple color. It's called Please Me. And can we talk about the holiday packaging real quick? Like, I want it. I want it just because it looks so pretty and it looks so beautiful in my little lipstick kit. I love it. It's so pretty. And purple is like one of my favorite colors. And then I opened it and tried it on and I was like, okay, you're mine. Like we're going home together right now. But this is the color. So it's just another pink color, but this one is a little bit darker, I feel like. It's not so more of like so much of a baby pink like the Creamcup was. It's a truer pink color and there's not a lot of shine to it. This one is more of like a, it is from the matte collection of the MAC lipsticks. So it is more of a matte, but it's not a dry matte. It's a very comfortable wearing matte lipstick. So it's a great one. Another one I have, this one is from the drugstore, and this one is more of like a fall color, but you really could get away with it like any time of the year. I don't know, I'm just not somebody who feels like I need to follow the seasons. Like I kind of wear whatever I want to wear when I want to wear it. But it's called Touch of Spice. It's from the Maybelline matte collection, so it's in like this kind of packaging. It's really pretty and like sleek, and it doesn't really get dirty because I don't know, it's not like the shiny material, it's got like a texture to it. It's really cool. But it's called Touch of Spice. And that is Touch of Spice right there. I mean, oh, come on. It's so pretty. It is just beautiful. It's got more of like a brown maroon undertone to it, which is nice. So instead of it being like a baby pink, like you can really kind of amp it up a little bit for the fall and use this color instead, just to give you that fall kind of Kylie Jenner lip inspiration. And can we talk about the fact that my hand is now like all shades of lipstick. So the last one I want to talk about is more of like winter color. I've really been experimenting a lot lately with this kind of color and trying like different ones to see what I like, and I have fallen in love with this color. I've worn it so much. I've worn it to work, I've worn it to holiday parties, I've worn it to Christmas, I've worn it to New Year's. I have worn this color out. It is in the shade Infrared Matte. So that is it. It's just such a beautiful, like, true red. And it just wears so well on the lips. And I struggle a lot with red lipsticks turning my teeth yellow or really washing me out. This color doesn't do that at all. It is just absolutely beautiful. It's from Smashbox. It's just it's a beautiful true red, and it's a matte lipstick, but again, it's not drying like a liquid lipstick. It's just absolutely beautiful. So if you're somebody that's really struggling to find like that perfect red for you, I would suggest going to try that one. I wanted to get the Stila Fire? Something like that? I don't know. It's their red lipstick, which is also very, very beautiful, but they were sold out when I was looking for it. Hey guys, well that is it for my January favorites. This was really exciting. I was tripping over my words a little bit. It was a lot of talking, but I think the more I do them, the more comfortable I will get. So bear with me. Again, I will leave everything in the description box, and if you like this video, please make sure to give it a giant thumbs up, letting me know you want to see more. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with me and see what kind of looks or videos I'm doing next. And if you have any suggestions for me, I would love them. Please leave them down in the comments below, and I will be sure to check them out and see what you guys are looking for. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I hope the new year for you is starting out fabulous, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!